We go to breaking news now. Officers exchange gunfire with a suspect during a pursuit overnight. This all happened on Old Spanish Trail near 288. Michelle Choi joins us with how this all played out.
Steph, investigators are going to be out here for a while. This is a very large crime scene that spans a couple miles that ended here on Old Spanish Trail. Now this morning, you can still see the white Ford Explorer that led police on that chase. Now this all started just after 12:30 this morning when police spotted a 30-year-old man driving recklessly and pulling out of a private parking lot here along the same road. When they tried to pull the guy over, that's when police say he took off and minutes later began firing several shots at the two officers from that moving car. Now investigators say one officer did fire back, hitting that man in the chest. Despite being shot, we're told that man kept driving until he crashed into a median. His car then caught fire. He jumped out and took off running before police finally caught him. That man was rushed to a hospital and is undergoing surgery this morning. At last check, he was in critical condition. As for the two officers involved, fortunately, they weren't hurt. Now, earlier, HPD's Executive Assistant Chief Troy Finner called this situation tough, saying anytime there is an officer involved shooting, it's tough for both the officers and the suspects' families. Guys, back to you.
Michelle, thank you. Also breaking overnight, the government orders China to close its consulate here in Houston. Last night, neighbors called 911 saying they spotted someone burning documents in the courtyard. Houston firefighters arrived but said they didn't go inside because there was no immediate threat to health and safety. China says it was ordered to close the consulate because of a violation of international law. It condemned the move and is promising retaliation.